Hi everyone, you're welcome to my professor note. I hope you guys doing really well. So in this video we are covering the Waiting for Godot, one of the most important play of the modern theater. This is the part of the absurd theater which came into existence. This is a movement which emerged after the Second World War. This is a time period where every single human, every single person, the author, artist were confused that what this life is about. What is the meaning of it? They are struggling to find out the meaning of it. But the thing, situation, the way they are happening, war, murder, killing, bloodshed, this is what they are seeing. And they thought, if this is life, this is what we are here for. What is its meaning if this is going to happen? Killing, murder, bloodshed, cry, hopelessness, meaninglessness, right? What this life is for. So this is the impact of that era which forces them, which pushes them to create such a piece which is Waiting for Godot, right? What they can do, what is in their hand, they can merely wait when that good time will come, right? Because right now situation are out of control. There is a war, and this is the impact of it, that your movement of theater of absurd emerged. And every single person, mainly the artists and the authors, are struggling with finding out the meanings. So, this is a play written by the Samuel Beckett. Premiered in the 1953, this play was originally written in the French language in the 1948, and later on it was premiered in the English language in 1955 and published in the 2005. Right? So, what this play actually talks about? It talks about the existence. It questions the existentialism. The question is about existence and how, what existentialism is. It talks about your existence here. That why we are here, what is the meaning of life, why we are living here, what is the purpose of life, and you have to find that out. There are a lot of people who don't know that what we are here for. What is this life for? What we supposed to do? So they just, some of them have this concept of religion. They just keep talking about that at the end of their life, towards the very end of their life they start reading Bhagavad Gitas, and they thought that after doing all these good karmas, reading all these scriptures, having a bath in Gange, they will go to heaven, and that becomes the purpose of their life, right? And a lot of people just keep waiting. Let's see what will happen, what will turn up. And the same thing is happening here they are merely waiting, don't have any sense of time, don't know what is the meaning of that waiting, what they are waiting for. They are just waiting, right? Doing absurd things which has no meaning, just wasting their time in waiting and waiting and waiting, right? Sometimes even though we do that without taking any action, as we see here in the play, we will come to know that how these, one of the character like Astragon, he just always sitting, even though the another character, even though both of them never move anywhere, they are just standing there, no action, just thinking, right? So there are a lot of concept there in this play. It can easily reflected in our daily lives. So this is one of the reasons that this play has become so much important. All right, as we know that what this play is about, what is the theme of it, and what writer trying to say here, trying to show the meaninglessness of life, which is the impact of the Second World War, because this is what happening out there, a phase of sadness. When will that good time come? Let's wait for it. There are a lot of interpretation, because this play remains mystery till the very end. No one know who is Godot, right? A lot of people say this is God, this is a good time, or maybe a solution in its own self. Let's talk about the characters now. So here we have in all the 6 characters, including Godot, who never appears. Well, we can add more and more as there are other characters as well, but as who appears in this play are only 5. Vladimir and Estragon. Vladimir and Estragon, both of them known as a Didi and Gogo, respectively. Vladimir as a Didi and Estragon as a Gogo. Then we have Lucky and Pozo. Pozo is the master and Lucky is his slave. And the boy who appears at the very end of each and every act with this news that Godot will not come today, he will come tomorrow. Okay, so this play is also known a tragic comedy in two acts, right? In French language, it is not given. It is given no subtitle. The subtitle is given only in the English language, right? So play begins with the Estragon dialogue. He says nothing to be done while he was trying to remove his shoe, right? And then Vladimir is examining his hat. They discuss about the story of these two thieves of the gospel. This is what they are having conversation about at the very beginning. And then Estragon wants to leave. But then Vladimir makes him remember that they are waiting here for Godot, right? And then they're thinking that what to do next. And then they are talking about all these absurd things which makes no sense and contemplate on hanging, right? And after that, Estragon is always feeling sleepy. And he says now he's hungry. So then Vladimir gives him a carrot. And now he's so much dependent on Vladimir that Vladimir said to Estragon, without him, he's nothing more than a little heap of bones, because he is totally dependent on him. And then the Pozo and the Lucky appears here. Now Lucky is the slave and Pozo is his master. And now Lucky is carrying the bag which contains the sand. And now the Pozo is taking him to the market to sell him. Vladimir asked him why he's doing that. Pozo didn't give any, because he said that he wants to make profit out of him. And Lucky is serving him from last 60 years. Vladimir got angry that after such a long time, spending such a long time, he want to get rid of him. But why? Right? So all this scene is happening, which I forgot to tell you at the very beginning. The setting is the barren landscape, and they are meeting beneath this leafless tree. It has no leaves, and it is known as one of the willow tree, right? One of the species of willow tree. So as this is the barren landscape, Pozo lost his watch, right? Because here there's no value of time. What is the time? No one knows. So his watch is lost. Now, and another thing about this play is, if I talk about in between the dramatic structure of this play, we have idea that who these characters are, what their past is, right? And the very end, towards the very end, we got to know that what will be its conclusion. But there is nothing like that. This is the reason it is known as an absurd play, right? So, as I said, that Pozo is taking Lucky to sell him in the market, right? And now they are getting bored. So Pozo wants Lucky to entertain them, or him as well. So he asks Lucky to dance and think. So Vladimir wants Lucky to think, and Estragon wants Lucky to dance. He danced, but Estragon didn't like it much. And then Vladimir asked him that he should think, but the command was given by the Pozo. He is the master. But Vladimir wants Lucky to think here. And he asked him. Then Pozo said that he cannot think without his hat. And then Vladimir exchanged his hat with him. And then Lucky goes on with his obsequious speech, which is one of the longest speech in the play. And it is also a reference to the theme of it. And then he just keeps saying, and then they seize the hat from him, and then he stops. And later, the Pozo in this play asked Estragon his name, Estragon said that he is Adam, right? So these are some of the questions you can be asked in the play, that when Estragon was hungry, what he was given. So he was given the carrot. When the Pozo asked the name of Estragon, he said that he's Adam. So all these little information you must take care of. You must remember them and revise them, and make sure you watch this video till the very end, because there is a lot to share. So now, as they leave now, the boy appears. He said that he is a messenger of the Godot, and he said that he is not coming today. And both of them got frustrated at this. Then your next act begins, and in this next act we see that there are few leaves have grown on the tree. And Estragon said, it must be springtime now. And there are leaf, it shows us that the time is passing, and the characters are still there. They are not moving anywhere. They are still waiting. Right? Such a useless life. The time, the nature, there is a change in it, but we as a human not moving anywhere. This is totally the impact of the Second World War. That what is actually happening, what we are doing as a human, killing each other. So it has deeply affected the very notion, right? And which can be seen through this play here. So then, that in this second act, we see that again Vladimir and Estragon start waiting. And during this period, they start imitating Lucky and Pozo, who they meet in the previous act. So the Pozo is acted by the Estragon, and Lucky is acted by the Vladimir. And they heard something, that someone is coming. It's Lucky and Pozo. They came, but this time Pozo is blind and Lucky is dumb. And this Pozo fell down because he cannot see with Lucky, and he asked for help. And Vladimir helps him, even though he falls down. Then Estragon came to help. He falls down. 4 of them falls down. Now the 4 of them are lying on the floor. But then somehow they stand up. And Vladimir is the one who, again, so confused that did he saw Pozo or Lucky earlier, because he is every single time he is forgetting that did he saw any of the character in the play. Even the same thing happened with the boy, right? Even though the boy said the same thing, when he appears again in the next act, he says that he didn't see any of them, or he didn't even talk to them yesterday. So they got a bit confused here, as he again come with the news that Godot will not be coming today. And then Vladimir asked the boy that what does Godot do? And he said that nothing, right? And then he asked him about his brother. He said that he is sick. And this is how the Godot again not came, and boy leaves. And now they are so frustrated, they are thinking about suicide, but they don't have a rope. And then they said that tomorrow they will again come and bring one, and then they will do the suicide. And suicide is the idea of the Estragon, right? He was the one at the very beginning who suggested the idea. When they were having discussion, they were so bored, they were getting bored with this waiting, and he's the one who suggests the idea that what they should be doing, they should do suicide, right? And but they don't have the rope this time. So one of them asked that well, shall we leave? Another one said, let's go. But they don't move, they stand there where they were. But we have to go. You like the summary of the play? So what does the play say, right? as I discussed that this is about the meaninglessness, question of the existentialism, about the nature of time. This is the impact of the after World War, right? I hope you liked it. And if you liked it, make sure you appreciate the effort with your one share, one like, and one subscribe. Till then time, my Professor Note signing off.